Shit, look clean to me.
Holly made this beat, baby.
And welcome back to another exciting episode of Kicking It with Keisha. And today is Kicking It with Keisha and Vonnie. Casey is off, so we have Vonnie coming to kick it again as our co-host. So we're about to get started. Growing up in Detroit, you were greeted with the head nod or the famous "What up, though." So today we have a special designer who took the phrase to the next level, and we want to welcome Minar Douse to the show.
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
Hey. So he has the clothing line, the certified "What up, though." All right. So Minar, let's get right into it. So did you grow up in Detroit?
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Born and raised. Okay. So what inspired you to get into the fashion?
Well, you know, being from Detroit, everybody on Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially coming up in the 90s. Actually, one day I remember coming here from middle school and there was a thing called BET Rap City.
Mm-hmm.
I remember turning it on. There was a song out called I Ain't No Joke. And I sang Rakim with a shaped up fro part and a crush belt with a fitness suit. I said, damn, this fresh. You know, you see it, you want to be it. It's kind of one of those.
Okay, so why the "What up, though"? With that being like a Detroit thing, were you afraid of the marketing as far as it being spread like nationwide?
Well, you know, when you got a feeling about something, or it just comes to you. I don't think about it. You know, chances make champions. You go down to the casino and you throw it on the table. It's a lot of things like the risk is involved.
Right.
And if you don't never take the risk of the chance, you'll never know when to draw. Sometimes you lose and you learn a lot. Everything ain't gonna be no win. I mean, when you was little and you got on the bicycle and I was trying to roll that bike. How many times your knee got scraped up and you think you understood and you got it? You know what I'm saying? So, you just gotta, roll the dice. Sometimes it's gonna work, sometimes it don't. If it didn't, I came over to another design. We figured it out, something's gonna work. Sooner or later.
Right. And how long has the certified line been out?
I opened up November 13th. That was my grandma.
Of this past?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 4 months.
Oh, okay. So how long did it take before, like, once you had the concept, you said it just came to you? Like, how long was the process from getting the idea and then putting it into fruition?
Well, it was like one of the things we planned to see. I was messing around in my other life on the trucking company. And the trucking company reminds me of work. It is work. It's not enjoyment. It pays the bills. You know what I'm saying? And coming up in Detroit, everybody sang, dance, rap, and play basketball. I think they might have been like that time, whatever, growing up. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I thought I could rap back in the day. Everybody probably thought they was rapping. But as I got older, this grace started coming at my face, and I was just like, you out of the game. It's time for you to find something else to do. My rapping? Crunch.
Come up with crunch.
In middle school, we had a group called Really Positive. And I just was like, I'm going to be Crunch. I was actually DJ Captain Crunch. I DJ at my middle school band at Hallie Open Middle. And actually, I don't know if you remember or not, but in high school, freshman year, I performed at the talent show I ran.
I think I do remember that. So, what you guys don't know is Minar and I went to high school together. Benedictine Ravens. Right. So, I knew him back then, so just rapping in high school. Oh my God, I'm surprised he didn't go on to try and be a rapper.
Well, I did, but like most people, I took a wrong turn in life. Rap was associated with drugs, and when I
Right.
come up in the '90s, it was crack there. Um, I didn't grow up with no doctors, lawyers, and all that. My family was middle class people. My daddy actually was a heroin addict, so a lot of drugs was around me at the time. So I absorbed, I'm gonna get this money, this gangster rap life, you know, um, which I learned, but in a way. So that's why I'm pushing cotton instead of other stuff now. You know what I'm saying?
To the picking cotton.
Yeah.
Pushing cotton. Okay, that's a different
Yeah,
concept.
got a girl.
So what sets yours? What up though, aside from everybody else? Certified.
Certified. If you ain't certified, they can lie. Somebody can lie.
Somebody lied.
Somebody lied if you're not certified.
And on all my products, it's gonna say certified. To the other what up though, out here though, I salute all y'all. Wish all of us success. This is a culture, this is a vibe. We all part of the city. Ain't nobody's better. Learn some, earn some. If you need some help, reach out, knock on the door. However, got to roll. But, much success to everybody.
So
People call me, they be upset. I seen and that wasn't that ain't who was that and my cousin, they be really mad. I said, let them do their thing.
Just make sure you go and get the certified.
Certified.
If it's not certified, don't get it.
somebody lied.
If it's not certified, somebody lied. He just gave you a tag on it.
Somebody lied. Somebody lied. So Nipsey Hussle inspired you? Did that Nipsey Hussle inspired you?
What happened was, when Nipsey got killed, it was, a big thing. I'm in a truck. I really ain't hearing a lot. I'm in my own world looking at cows and that crap countryside, And then I get home on Friday night and they was like, Nip got killed. And I was like, well, who was Nip? I heard the name, but it was such a big thing and it was a big wave across the radio and TV and everything. It made me want to investigate. So I, looked him up, heard a couple of his interviews, listened to a few of his songs that I didn't know that was him. And I said, if that man put Crenshaw on the shirt, I can put what up on the shirt. And that was just my thought process. Once I looked him up, he a Leo, I'm a Leo. He was younger than me. He grew weed. I tried to grow weed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there was a lot of resemblance. So I was like, well, I'm gonna try this. So, it was a couple dollars, make it done.
So you just a hustler. You just keep trying.
Yeah, I don't really believe in no job. Like, that ain't never been me. I don't believe in, like, somebody give you a $70,000, $80,000 salary and you busting your butt every day and there's no more room to grow. So it's like you'll get your favorite house, your favorite car, and you had this budget. So is that what you stuck at for the rest of your life? Like, that don't make no kind of sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the difference between the W-2 and the 1099 employee. 1099 got to create that money. W-2 could just go in there and punch in and fake it till they make it. They don't still get paid on Friday.
So when you talk about hustling and you talk about the rap game and just, back then just being fresh, having that associated with, the drug game. And you said you went down that path. So what outcome was that for you? Just return to selling drugs to make the money, obviously, and try to make these ideas that you have come to fruition. Where did that path?
Well, back then, I'm gonna call it little girl, boy, lost child. But like I say, with my father being addicted, I didn't know how to develop, but the streets and what they glamorized on TV and through the music. That's all it was back then. Shoot 'em. What they wouldn't even. Well, we don't leave that alone. What they talking about was nothing but about getting money. That was on top of the list. They didn't play the rappers. It was educating us. they played to shoot 'em up, go get money song. So I fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Just bottom line, it was just glamour, lights, camera, action. That's what I wanted. So, you know, sometimes I got it, but it was better cost. You know?
And then that cost what we ended up doing.
I was indicted at 18 when my friends was going to college. I was in prison. I was in Ohio State prison.
That's a very young age. And how did that shape like your the world, just as far as young black man being incarcerated and getting out and coming into like this new world, so to speak?
Well, it's about education. If we would have had a class, or somebody would have sat me down and been like, this pistol gonna get you this. If you bang somebody, that's gonna get you this. This brick gonna get you that. You know what I'm saying? But they don't educate. They leave that out of the store. They tell you go get this brick and get this money. They tell you, you know what I'm saying, you shoot them, you tough. But they don't understand, when you bust somebody down, you done really killed yourself. Because in your head, you think, some people do get away with it. But if you don't, now you gotta go sit in here for the rest of your life. I think that's probably worse than you killing a man. Because when you shot the man, he didn't know he died. You know what I'm saying? He could have died suddenly high for 5 minutes. But now you gotta go live this out for 30 years. That's, I haven't been there. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's not the country club. That ain't it.
So you want to practice too? How did you get out there? How did that happen?
Being crazy. Picked up the phone. Just like I do anything else. When I scared to knock on nobody's door, pick up the phone. They gonna say yes or no.
Right.
You gotta give yourself the opportunity and the chance for anything. And it's back to that bike. You fall, they don't open up the door and knock on somebody else's door. It would have been a billboard on the line. It would have been something would have happened. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be persistent. It's just like talking to your first girlfriend. You hey baby, she roll her eyes and get your hands off me, boy. You know what I'm saying? You try the next day. One other thing. I want to say, me, might think that I'm in control of this because playing the result. Somebody up there fighting for me, my angels, God, whoever, and we all got a group of congregation that's up there rooting for us. And I just want to recognize that God first, for making all of this happen.
And you have to stay prayed up, you know what I'm saying? If you draw close to God, He will draw close to you. So it's good to have that spiritual aspect. I get up every day and God is the first person that I talk to, after Kanye West said, God is my bestie, like, I felt that, you know what I'm saying? I felt like God is my best friend, like, He just be up there guiding. Without Him, I wouldn't have a lot of the things that I have, like, I solely lean upon Him and, for His understanding and His wisdom, and just hope that when I ask Him to guide me, that He leads me on the right path. And so far, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's tough because it means like you give that resistance because it may not be the path that you think you want, but it's the path that you need, and then that ends up being the best path for you. And sometimes you just gotta let go of those fears. Like you said, hey, what up though? It's a Detroit thing, but I'm gonna spread it across the nation. That concept came to you, for a reason. And now look at it. You can bring those concepts to fruition and be able to put it where, I can share this with my people. Like, that's a beautiful thing. And growing up, like I said, in these Detroit streets, right out of high school, making a wrong turn, but then overcoming that, like, that's a beautiful thing. Like, you actually beat a lot of statistics just sitting here right now.
I came to that decision because I had to put when you take yourself out of the element, I had to think like a police officer, right?
What explain that?
Because a police officer, I never got caught, somebody told me. So when somebody tell on you, the police look at you like you're slick. You know what I'm saying? You are slick, you think you can outthink us, so they see what type of person you is. Because they have to figure it out. And that's like, a guy can have a Suburban on 30s, all gold with gold, parked on in the most ghetto hood. Police gonna raid their house, but they know what they're doing. They know they can get him at whatever time. But if it's a little science to when they whoever tell on you and you the low key guy down the street, and the police have to do a little bit, it's intriguing to them. So they think, you know, like you said, the statistics, you come home from prison, or he think he gonna do it again, he just think he's smart. That's how everybody think. I'm gonna get back out here and get this money. This is what I'm gonna do this time, because you done sat here in criminal college with all the rest of the criminals. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all all and brainstorm how we gonna do it this time in 94. That was the worst thing you see is somebody leave to go home and then they back. You be like, dog, you know me back? I wasn't gonna do that. I said, no, we ain't doing this. On my second bit, I was 35. I said, we ain't about to do this no more. I'm straight. I don't care if I gotta go work at McDonald's. I ain't gotta have none of that.
Right.
I'll figure it out. But one thing I'm not gonna see is a courtroom, pay a lawyer, in the joint. Them 3 things ain't gonna happen no more.
I definitely
Them
understand.
facts.
Right. I know that's right. That's definitely something that, you know, you look back and you reflect and you can say, okay, I did this. You know.
It's good stories like that. They end up like that. You never hear stories. You start off like you did, and you turn out a couple of businesses, you're doing well, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's good. You never hear a lot of that. It's good to hear that.
Actually, and I'm gonna get off this because I don't like to really ride. But I used to play chess with these old cats every day. And they was doing like 10, 15, 20-year bits. And they taught me, we used to play chess and take our queen off the board. Queen is the most powerful piece on the chessboard. But when you take it off and you left the fight with your soldiers, we would have to get a pawn down to the other end, and we get that pawn down to the other end, then we deserve the queen. You shouldn't be born with the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But learn how to get down here, earn it.
Right, right.
So it taught me, like, I said that one day, I said, damn, if I take drugs off the plate, then what they gonna do? If I take this, I keep putting this whole thing on my back, which is a damn look at me sign. You know what I'm saying? You got the wrong girl, you got the stick up in them. You know what I'm saying? You got the police on you, a couple jurisdictions probably. But you know what I'm saying? People don't like you, they tell you no, you know what I'm saying? It just, I mean, what are you doing here? I used to ask guys, you know, you doing 5 years and you got caught with something that you was gonna make $10,000 but do the math out of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 10,000, 5 years. So you was gonna get, you done made 2 racks a year
Right.
for the last 5.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
When you do the math,
It's like make it make sense.
yeah, they know. And then, but then they walk around and they chest out and they tough and that's big dog. And you know he doing 10. I used to be like, how y'all make doing 10 sound cool?
Mm-hmm. It's not, but it's personified.
He could, oh that, man, you did 10 for that? But people look up to that, which is so ignorant. Like, man.
Yeah.
10 years to get it in, oh, living this life, you know, not having to go in with somebody to tell them what to do, you know what I'm saying? Come on, make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up, change your mentality, y'all.
You have to change your mentality. Start there. You have to start with how you're thinking. You have to think better thoughts, better things will happen.
It's motivated.
Yes. You can't think without work, though. You gotta work.
You got to work doing wrong too. That's what they don't realize. It's a lot of work and doing wrong.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, it's not worth it. Not in the long run.
And so we don't forget, tell people where your store is too, where they can come and purchase some of your items. Right now we do have some t-shirts on display, and then I'll hold the other ones up as well, but he also has other apparel.
Yes. I have hoodies as well, which is what I'm wearing right now. And my store is at 1600 Clay, Suite 115, Right now, my hours are Saturday and Sunday from 12 to 5. And my website is whatupthocertified.com.
And that's right down there, for those who know at Russell's Bazaar. That's right down there. So that's another name for it. So go on down there and check him out and show him some support. Say what up, though, with some helpful tips. And don't forget, if it's not certified, somebody lied. All right, so we'll get ready to wrap it up. But anything else we need to talk about? Anything else you wanted to ask, Ms. Bonnie?
I think that was good. Just gonna show you.
So some of these shirts, that one's the Detroit What Up Though. This one, of course, we just had 313 Day in the city, so we got the ones to represent that 313 area code.
And this is actually becoming like a vintage shirt because, as y'all know, the 313 area code is about to be over with shortly. I mean, they say the people that got it, they were coexisting 313 holders, but they're not going to be issuing no more 313 holders. That's someday coming. So.
Okay, so you better hold on to that 313 because in a minute it's gonna be something like a legend.
Yeah.
Right, won't be able to get it anymore. Okay, so look, 313, it's yours. All right, so we'll get ready to do a segment of nigga news. We're gonna see how strong Mr. Minar's weed game is. See if he knows about any of these strands, and maybe let him test out some different things that Jay from Nigga News has coming up. Thank you for giving us a little glimpse into a little history with your brand and just growing up in Detroit, things personal about you. We really appreciate that. Thank you, Vonnie, for assisting me again. In a minute, Vonnie gonna be my regular co-host. So
It's always a time, every time.
hey,
That's what you gotta know.
that's what you gotta know. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Mwah.
Yeah. Welcome back to motherfucking nigga news. You know what I'm saying? Today, I got I got my man Minar, man. Tell him what up, though.
What up, though?
Man.
What up, though, everybody? What up, though, Detroit, and everybody else?
Get that what up, though, clothing and line in this motherfucker. Y'all know that's our favorite word, our favorite phrase, our favorite saying. What up, though? You know, I know you had what up, though, Monica, on your clothing line.
I started a few years ago, man. Just doing something. You know what I'm saying? You know how we Detroiters is. We do something experimental, and when I did it, made a couple dollars, made a couple more dollars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People interested, liking, asking. So you know how it goes.
I mean,
snowball effect.
It's like, how can you not want a what up though sweater shirt or what up though t-shirt? You know,
When you got the graphics be dope. You got to make it jump out at you, talk to you when you see it. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you flipping the colors.
Man, that's why I'm flipping the colors. It jump right out at you.
Right.
They say hello. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What they say? What up though? Straight at you when you see it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, I just had to bring you on the show because I was like, shit, just that what up though and all, man, you should be able to just relentlessly sell it over and over and over again. Just like, because it represents Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And you, like, I guess to me, you like one of the first people to really take it on and like grab something that, like, it seemed like it was taboo before somebody got brave enough to say, let me put what up though out here.
But no, it's
On the clothes.
It's a couple guys out here, and it's a couple other brands out there. But the thing is, Jack, mine is certified. If they ain't certified, then somebody could lie to them. You know what I'm saying? But I give salute to the other brands. You know, I was just all
Yeah, I seen a couple of gas station what up though.
you know what I'm saying? It ain't the same. It's just embroidered right here.
You get
this shine.
you gotta get a trademark in
Yeah,
there. I know that trademark.
Gotta have that money, you know what I'm saying? It's that little piece dish, that money.
The real one.
You could watch this thing a million times and have it 10 years. It ain't going nowhere.
I'm checking it out. I like that patch right there. I like that. I like sleeve patches. I always like the.
And embroidery.
I usually buy my Pistons and my Detroit Pistons sweatshirts with that logo like that. I like that. I see that embroidery.
No, I got this in piston blue too. That's what my brand is about. I'm inspired by our Detroit team. So like I got piston blue. When you come in the store, you'll see everything it got something to do with one of our teams color wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it picking up out of town yet for you? Or, you know, we used to hear like your best sales is like one side of town, or is it, you know, another city? Or, you know, like what's giving you the push? Because you know, every time I know, regardless of what you're doing, like when you wake up every morning, you gotta put all the effort and all the work in to make a brand. You know that people think that shit easy. That shit ain't easy. You know, you gotta take more losses than wins and shit before you win.
Mm-hmm. Well,
What's giving you that drive right now?
Well, answer the first question. Detroit ain't showed nothing but love, bro. On everything I love, you know, and you know how it is. They gonna love you or hate you here. You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna fall somewhere in the threshold of just right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of my designs, man, ain't really work to me. It's something I want to do. So when you into something and you want to do it, you don't look at it as work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's something you get down and do. You know, so I have like ideas all day, and I just come up with them, get them mocked up. You know, maybe just look at them for a while. You know what I'm saying? And then just fill it out through time. And then sometimes test it out. You know, get a couple made, see how people react to it. You know, and the streets ain't gonna. Hey, like somebody told me once, when you got something good, you ain't got to sell it. Don't sell it. You ain't got to convince nobody to buy nothing. You know, they gonna see it, man. First, let me get that.
Yeah.
You know how it is. When you got something good, you feel what I'm saying?
You got great products.
Hey man, let me holler at you.
Fine fabrics don't sell, you know. And I mean, you know, like, so right now, as far as with your manufacturer, like, are you doing most of the designs? Because you know, like I watched back in the day, I watched Morris Malone. I remember when he was making his own clothes before he got kind of big or blew up. And you know, now like those clothes he made himself, those is like artwork clothes. Like you get your hands on the original, like the original sweatshirt that he designed. Like you know, those the ones that's so valuable. You know. So are you still just hands on right now? Is it really all your artwork on, or have you branched off into like big production?
I'm eat all of the, I'm old school. I got a sketch pad, I got a ink pen, I draw it out as best as I can, I ain't go it off. I shoot it to my man, he take my idea and bring it to life. You know what I'm saying? And he bring it to life, clean this part up. You know, I can see a vision in a lot of things, but I can't wear all the hats. So sometimes you have to delegate your thoughts to other people that you know that got the skills to do it. Because you can't be, you know what I'm saying, 20 people doing 20 things. As long as they produce your vision, how you sing it better, that's all that matters at the end of the day. And when you got somebody on your team to make it better than you thought, what you thought, you know what I'm saying? That's how me and my guys, we like, you know, Isaiah and Dumars. You know what I'm saying? That he know the beat, he know the keys. When I throw the thought, he know how to shoot the jump shot. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's what's up. You gotta have a great circle. I always preach that shit. I mean, like, man, motherfuckers just like unity is more valuable than anything. Like a team, and it could just be 5 motherfuckers. And then ain't gotta be a bunch of motherfuckers. It could be 5 motherfuckers that get together and whatever business they're trying to get in, if they all stick together, it'll fucking work.
It's like
you can get paid just buy any ID, sell some damn shoestrings around this motherfucker. If you put the footwork in and you got the right people with you to promote your shoestrings, I like that.
And everybody got to be on the same page.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't, if like you say, it's a championship team. Your end goal is to have a championship team. So I'm supposed to know what you gonna do before you do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how insane the team has to be. We can't, four of us can't be running down the court. We going to bed at 9 and you shooting over here, doing your thing and hanging out all night. That ain't the plan. You know what I'm saying? You can't go down the court, everybody go right. We told you to go left, and your ass got down here and decided to go the other way. This is what you for. You know, it don't work like that.
It does.
We got to, you know what I'm saying, work as one unit. That's a 455.
So, we had some niggas shit happen, so the shit, we had motherfucking in-laws and shit, but man, you know, like, I don't know which sweatshirt I want. I want the one you got on there. I didn't want that one with an autograph on it because I know that brand you guys gonna take off. I can tell by the material. I can tell by, you know, the stitching. You know what I'm saying? It's live. You know, shit, I just want to get you high, man, and congratulate you on Detroit fashion, Detroit.
This actually, man, I made this and I was scared when I made it because I thought it might have been, you know, a little too much color or a little too much. And I ordered a gang of it. And it was like, bro, I ain't ordered no sample, I ain't do none of that. I was just like, just send them. And they came, and I had my opening, and this is the hottest thing out of all my hoodies. This one here, on fire.
You can wear it with all the colors.
All the colors. I'm talking
about.
So I got my piston blue, I got a piston blue one, and I got an orange one too.
Right. Keisha showing us not right now. Let me see that orange. I like that orange. That's that tiger color. I remember Cecil Fielder's son. With Cecil Fielder, he had a pile of this color, man. Man, his son used to jump in there, and that's all we wore with these colors.
Say that's it.
The 3-wheel with these colors, matching the car seats in the car. I love these colors.
I got a lot.
It's sweet though. I like the material. Look, I like trying to fold it. You see, I'm well, actually, I do like the American-made blue jeans. I like them Robin jeans. But so I be studying fashion, I be studying material. You know, I came to realize that a real, well, I don't want to say seamstress, but a real fashion designer can if they want to, they can buy the right materials, nice big high. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't about the dollar.
Last.
Sometimes, you know, I'm not mad at a man when I know
It's nice. Check it out.
Rapper. He said, you want to be Jay-Z or you want to be Barry Gordy? And I said, damn. I said, Barry Gordy. And he made me realize I could charge more money. Everybody, you need to charge more money. For what? Let the people love you. You know what I'm saying? If the people love you, the money gonna show up. And that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Volume over frequency. Move the bag.
Yeah, Barry Gordy, he is like historic now. He helped really out the far up the line. He helped make R&B, he helped make soul music, you know?
Yeah.
Detroit is a special city, man. A lot of people, they blackballed us, man. I don't know, they treat us like outlaws. And, you know,
Savages.
Man, and really they should be, I would like to say they should be, treat us like Dubai, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we're a special city. A lot of adventures came to me. You know, a lot of special things. Just the automobiles itself.
And the first freeway. Don't forget about that.
And all that and shit. The last stop for the slave. You know what I'm saying? We still got the Underground Railroad. They should treat us like Dubai. Maybe one day they fix us all up and leave us out of decay. But you know, it's gonna take for us all this unity. You know, that what up though, is a greeting with Detroit people. When you say what up go to another black man, it's like, you know, our welcoming, like, you know, it's all good. Good to see you. You know, what up? You know, welcome.
Break that banana and you staring at each other.
Yeah,
looking at each other.
and break all the hardcore shit up, you know. It's you know, what up though, you know. I probably say that shit about 1,000 times a day.
What up?
But man, thank you for coming on the show. Do you dad, you ever tried some diamond wax? Check this shit out.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, you know, I gotta get you guys, man. This is good diamond wax. I got like this motherfucker $20,000 machine. I blow wax and make pure wax, man. It's like pure THC. Then like, you know, I like showing motherfuckers this shit because, like, you know, we getting older, you have a little back problem, in the ankle pain. Put that right here.
Dr. J.
I wish I could get that name. I do got a badass pill. I got a badass RSO pill. It hit everything. I know y'all don't heard me talk about that shit. Oh no. But man, this bad. Look, check it out. Let me show you. Just like that. I heat up the nail right there. You know. And it's just pure THC. So there's no additives either. Like I gave this shit to my 80-year-old dad. You know what I'm saying? He still like to smoke. So I always make sure my shit real clean, fresh water down, you know what I'm saying? And just take a look at this shit. Just a little fall in here like that. And that's all you need is a full body high. Like you feel it in your toes and shit. And then your back start hurting. You ain't going to
I got to work tomorrow.
You gotta it's like cloud.
Out the gadget,
It's called the nectar collector. Look. I call this rich nigga wax. You know what I'm saying? Rich nigga wax. But like I got a friend. Look, I got a friend named Louis D. He make his own brand of wax too. Louis D. We make the oils, like the CO2 cartridges, made with CO2, so it's no butane, man. You know, it's just clean, made with CO2. Let me do some shameless plug. We got my cousin Strand on deck, People's Choice. You know what I'm saying? He been in it for a long time, man. Me and him started off selling weed at 13, so it's just always gonna have each other back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably know these be up at Chauncey Records all day with a dime, man. And then I got my homie, Old Man Cuts. He got a nice lead strand. You know, I've been talking to him, telling him the complaints I make and stuff like that. And he improved on each time. You know?
It's a wrap.
He take my advice and improve. This is like a back.
A leaf.
Oh, yeah, like that leaf, you know, like that Fonto leaf thing, you know. Shit, man, I'm just trying to get you out of that. But thanks for coming down, man. Pleasure to have you on the show, you know.
I like it so much, man. I'm gonna give an application for call.
Man, you always walking down and come talk some shit, get high. You know what I'm saying? That's all we doing. We get high. We talk about. A lot of times we talk about the bullshit that be going on in the city. Like these niggas shooting at the police, but I was saying this month.
What you think about the banks, man? What you think about the banks?
The banks? Well, I mean, it's all set up. It's all a conspiracy. You know, they dropping the dollar, making inflation come. You know, these banks close. I mean, it's a way for them to put a little more stress on the community they want to destroy.
That's
the that's the way I can look at it, man. You know,
they imposing fear again, but without. See, they did. I got the same feeling. Yeah, when the people dying, but now people ain't lying. You tearing your bank account up. You know what I'm saying? The money is different, and it's gonna be bad, man. I really think. Like, how the bank run out of money? y'all got the government funds for the programs and everything. Do the SBA. So the bank that ran out of money, y'all can look through that. I can't explain, but then your executives get high bonuses the day before they quit, before you shut down. Make this make sense. If
We're on the run with that money.
Thank
You know
you.
what happened?
Thank
You know the red.
And you know,
We're on the run with it.
I'm gonna throw a scenario to you. I'm gonna let it go. If you got $3 million PPP money and your bread was tied up in this bank, and you woke up one morning and they told you the bank closed, but FDIC gonna cover you for $250, you done lost all the bread that they done gave you.
Right.
You done lost $2.75 million because these people put a close sign up on their door. You know, but it's really as a customer, your fault that you didn't do your homework on how much the FDIC covered at this institution.
It's a
You know what I'm saying?
it's a cold world, man. That's a fact. You know.
These motherfuckers say they closed.
They talking about some alien shit, dropping the shit now the pro bus. Now everything opening up, you know, the internet opening up. You know, they gonna fuck around and find God again. They do that, they gonna be, you know, that's when they gonna get what they looking for. Because I feel like this free will, this the free will gift, and a lot of evil people, you know, they cater to destroy things so they can find God. You know, they you know, like shit. Sometimes the world's so corrupt, and it looks like to me, they wish they could kill God all over again. So they're looking for him with destruction. Get it? Because happiness is doing shit right. You don't have a leadership like Dubai. Dubai don't have no fucking anything for the they not no import company, no import people, no export people. Their leadership is make sure the whole damn country taken care of. So they know the format, you know what I'm saying? Like they still got the format going for the slaves. I'm appalled that nobody talking about they got what the black Libyans, they got them as slaves now. They whipping them and making them into slaves. And men went over there to say you can't make people slaves no more. So they watching that blueprint, they watching that format again to see if they can make us slaves. If we pay attention to me, you know, and I ain't no racist guy, you know, white people in my family, but a lot of the whites, they want to take back America. They don't want us here. You know, you can see in how they treat us, how they make sure the laws keep us depressed, keep us, you know, gentrification going. You know, if we pay attention now, they buying the whole fucking city up.
City boss.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, you have a white lady run down the street with a Dalmatian dog over there off Dexter, and I look at you like, you better not buy me. They bought one of them nice big old houses, brick houses. They used to make, them motherfuckers used to be mansions. But this is our fault. We let it all go down and we ain't fix our shit up. We better get a grip. We better be like, what up, though, to each other. Treat each other like a tribe.
Just reach out to you. I got a brother, I'm gonna say this. My man's from Ghana. His name is Woodford. When he come back in here, man, he on Beach Snip. With his brother there, on Beach Snip Barbershop. He got it here, Tampa, and in Ghana. And he's opening up beauty college in Ghana.
Right.
He is not, I want to bring him through, man. Because he got the whole thing come over here, the tourist thing set up to take you around. And he speaks so highly of the country.
You the second person that told me about over there.
Man, it's my man. And he flies back and forth like he going to Atlanta.
Yeah,
He got business.
For a long time, they had black people thinking we had to get all them shots to go over there. But when you black, you don't, because we got that melanin in us. So we don't even have to get no shot. We just get on the plane with an international credit card. Don't take your money. Don't take anything. Don't take grand.
And my man be over there wearing it with us though. Yeah, oh my God. Like I be getting tagged. Oh my God. Be over there too.
I got a friend, he stands somewhere over there. He always tease me. He like, when I tell him my problem, he be like, man, you over there on the white man's land, still out there, probably just come on over there and treat you like a king.
Where he at?
Man, I can't never get the city right, but he in a part where he say the technology is the highest in the world.
Mm.
You know, and they don't tell people that. You know, here we don't know nothing. And his American money is so valuable to him. Like he gets a maid, he gets a cook daily for a set monthly fee. And he's like, man, that's something I pay for a car note over in the United States. And he tells me about how it's cooked. Tell them about all the fake foods that we're eating, like you know, like you tell them what our mango ain't real, our carrots ain't real, our bananas ain't real. You know, it's cooking a real food. So he's just open, man, and he's got a waterfront beach property. Like, and you'd be surprised what he does.
Find out what he got.
I said to myself, man, I just get one of me, Airbnb over there.
I mean, but you gotta look at it like this though, bro. I mean, this is how I look at it. Is we supposed to get money and enjoy our money in the same box? And that's, you know, we live here, we get money here, but it's okay to have that space somewhere else and just go kick back and reboot. You know, that's what we call it vacation. We all need it. It's about that time. That's basically what we're saying.
Man, you know what he always tells me? He say, and just go on YouTube and watch that little it's like a little skit. I'm finna wrap it up. It's like a little skit. And it's called Who Moved My Cheese? And it's about two rats and two humans. And they running in the maze and they find the cheese. And somebody moved the cheese. And it's like a little 20-minute skit, man. And it's him explaining to me like, sometimes when you stuck over here, when you can go over there and be treated like a king. So I've been checking out that.
That's the war.
We are this motherfucker on some nigga shit. We went extra long. Cameraman want to go home. You know, fuck that motherfucker. He ain't gave me no weed. God, they know I smoke. But we gonna get the cameraman some weed. So thank you. Peace out. Thanks for coming through.
Oh, no.
Yeah.